Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to At Home with the Royal Butler and of course the Royal Dachshunds. And as I'm sure you're aware, Shumba and his gang are nearby to join in on today's activities. So as it's such beautiful weather here in the Cotswolds, it's the perfect time to be thinking about dining outdoors. And I've invited a few of my friends to come over for lunch. And actually, it's one of my friends' birthdays this weekend as well. So it's the perfect opportunity to have a lovely time in the garden. And I'm going to show you how to lay up for a little light lunch in the garden. I'm sure you've seen this before in some of the other videos, but it's just to refresh your memories. But also, I'm sure I'll have the assistance of Shumba and the Dachshunds from the sidelines telling me if I'm doing this right or wrong. Okay, I haven't got long until they arrive, so I better start laying up my table. So the first thing you're going to do is find a nice spot to have your lunch or dinner in the garden. And I've picked a little spot just under my trees here, so it's slightly shaded, but at the same time, we're still getting some of that beautiful sunlight. And I've already clothed my table. I've actually used a cloth that I found in a charity shop. And it's very smart. It's been laundered, ironed on the table, and we can now begin to lay this table up. I'm so pleased you could actually join me for this, but I haven't actually laid the table yet, so you'll need to come back. I'm terribly sorry. You just have to give me a few moments. I promise you I'll do a good job. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is put down the plate that's going to be the largest plate you're going to use, because this is for the spacing, so you make sure that your cutlery is at the right spacing for your plate. So put the plate down, and then once again using this part of your thumb, knuckle to the tip, put it at the edge of the table and make sure that it just comes up so it's in line with the end of your thumb. That's the distance you want, and make sure obviously it's central to the chair. And then you're going to start on the inside and work your way out. So I'm going to put down the cheese knife, which I will also use for bread. And then you've got the pudding spoon and the pudding fork, and then once again just use your thumb to make sure that those are all in line. Of course, with this tablecloth you can also slightly cheat by just lining it up on these little lines here, but I always use my thumb just to make sure that I've got it spot on. For the birthday barbecue lunch today, we're going to be cooking some chicken and sausages on the barbecue. There will also be some vegetables and bread with some delicious butter. And for the pudding, we will be offering strawberries with cream and the all-important birthday cake. Homemade, I should mention. And of course then you've got your side plate, which goes just there. Once again, make sure it's the right way around and use your thumb to measure the spacing. Then this can get taken away. And then my napkin, all I'm going to do for this napkin fold, it's already folded into a nice square. I'm then going to make it into a triangle like that. And then bring that corner down, nice and easy. And then just place it like that. And then for lunch, I'm going to be offering a rosé with the meal. And of course, very importantly, a water glass just sits behind, just at the angle there. which is essential for a day like this, because it's going to be very hot, and I'm sure that my guests will be wanting to drink plenty of water. Now don't forget that when offering water, it's always nice to have some still and some sparkling, because some of your guests might prefer the sparkling, and of course the others will prefer the still. So always make sure you have both options available, and also make sure you've got some non-alcoholic drinks, because even though most of your guests will probably enjoy the glass of rosé, I also have some non-alcoholic white wine that I'll also be offering as well. Right, I'm going to finish off laying up the table, and then I will let you view the finished product. And then my guests are due to arrive actually quite soon, so I'm going to have to make sure that I'm ready with my pre-lunch drinks and nibbles, and then this little garden party can begin. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to watch At Home with the Royal Butler. I will see you on Friday for the next In Conversation with the Royal Butler. And once again, we'll be back next Wednesday for yet another At Home with the Royal Butler and the Royal Dachshunds, of course.